Are you contemplating buying a new home or maybe purchasing an existing one? It's a really tough decision to make, so let me lay out some pros and cons for you so you can make an informed decision. Hey there, my name's Marcie Billen and I'm a real estate agent here in Norman, Oklahoma. I also work with my husband, Hansom. So I often get clients who are back and forth between buying an existing home and purchasing a new one. This video is not made to sway you either direction. Everyone is different and everyone has different needs, and ultimately I want you to get what you want. So first we're gonna cover the pros of buying a new construction home. So the older homes, they will filter in and you'll see the differences as we go through these. So the first pro is of course more customization. And this all depends on how far along in the process you get in purchasing a new home. Meaning you can purchase new homes that are halfway through the process and you may be able to choose some things. Or you can of course start from the ground up and choose all the things in your home. So this is always the funnest part of purchasing a new home, is that you get to pick what you want. Okay, pro number 2, you're not living in someone else's mess. Meaning that you're the only person who has lived in this home. You're not gonna find someone else's toenails in the carpet or their gross stains in the bathtub. This is gonna be yours and yours alone because you're gonna be the first person to live in it. Warranties are another reason that people choose to purchase a new home. So usually there's a builder's warranty on a brand new home, and it totally depends on the builder how long that warranty is gonna be and what it covers. So typically this warranty is at least a year, meaning that if something goes wrong in the home, then you can contact the builder or their customer care service, and they will have one of their crew or someone that they have in their employ to come out and fix the issue that you're having. Another great pro is of course new builds are already up to code and safety guidelines. So new builds are gonna be built up to code for the year that they're built in. Latest and greatest building material that's up to code, the latest safety measures that are up to code, and perhaps even the best building measures that are up to code for the year that you're building in. So the last pro I'm gonna cover is energy efficiency. Energy efficiency is definitely a pro when we're thinking about new builds. A lot of new builds in the Norman area are going to have a HERS score. It's an efficiency score to help you run the house on a more efficient level and to help the environment. So speaking from experience on pulling utility bills for newer homes and older homes, I can tell you that your newer home is probably going to be a little bit less expensive to run in terms of utilities. If you are thinking about relocating to Norman, Oklahoma, I do have a Norman, Oklahoma relocation guide. You're going to find it below in the description. It is a free download. Okay, so what are the cons to buying a new home? Well, the first one I can think of is definitely time frame. So sometimes it's really hard to find a new home to move into if you're in a hurry. So if you need to get into something in the next month and a half, what if the house that you're interested in that fits your needs is not gonna be ready for another 6 months? So that's definitely one of the issues that I see come up. Okay, so the next con that I see is gonna be location. If you want to be in a specific location, they may not be building new homes in that specific area, or they may be out of your budget. So let's say you are thinking about moving to Norman, you want to live on the west side of Norman, and you want a new home, and you want to stay under $300,000. Well, they're not building any homes that are brand new under $300,000 on the west side of Norman right now. You're gonna have to compromise by picking another location or possibly buying a little bit older of a home. Now, there are some neighborhoods that have newer builds but aren't brand new that you could choose from. And if you want to see some more of those, you can find that video right here. So next is budget. And we already kind of touched on this. Newer homes are expensive. You may have noticed that if you've been looking around already. So I'm going to illustrate this by using 2 homes that are in one zip code. The zip code in Norman is 73069. We have 4 different zip codes, but that's the one I'm going to be using. It's more like center of Norman, right? So for instance, recently a home sold in Norman. It was 1790 square feet, and it was a 3-bed, 2-bath, and a 3-car garage. So in a nice neighborhood with an HOA, pool, clubhouse, everything like that. It just sold for $202,800. It was cute. It was updated, looked nice. So in contrast, a home that was brand new recently sold in one of the newer neighborhoods in Norman in 73069. It was a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage, and it was 1769 square feet. And this house just sold for $261,450,000. Quite a big difference there. So the first house that I talked about, the older one, was built in 1997, and then the second one was built in 2020. Another con that people see all the time, especially if you're moving to the Norman area, is space. So a lot of times these newer homes are gonna be on a smaller lot, where some of the older homes are gonna be on bigger lots. So you can fix this issue by moving outside of Norman. Like if you want a lot more space in a newer home, I see that my buyers will choose to live outside of Norman in perhaps another area. So in other areas around Norman, you will find homes that are new, that are maybe built on 1 acre instead of less than a 1/4 acre. So this is a choice that my buyers frequently make. They choose to live within the vicinity of Norman, which is a big city, to move to the outlying cities just to get a little bit more space, usually about 1 acre for their property. If you have any more pros and cons that you can think of for buying a new versus used home, would you drop those in the comments for me? Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you check out this video next.